Welcome to the 2016 Walker & Dunlop All-Company meeting. Let me back up for a second and take a look at what we have done. We put out there that what we would do is we would build out our loan origination platform across the country to gain access to deal flow. We wanted to be top 5 with Fannie, Freddie, and HUD. And then we wanted to raise capital that we controlled to feed in to that distribution network. That was the strategy we laid out 5 years ago. So what have we done? Well, we had one office back in 2009 in Bethesda, Maryland, and with the acquisition of Column, we added another 6 or 7 offices across the country. And then in 2011 and 2012, we added a number of other offices. We went and we bought CW Capital, and CW brought with it, I think, another 5 or 6 offices. And then in 2013 and 2014, we brought in Johnson Capital. We brought in Engler in 2015. And then most recently, we've just brought in Elkins Mortgage and added a number of other offices across the country. So there's your 27 office platform that was one office in 2009. That's the distribution network that we talked about building that we have built. And we today have that access to deal flow in doing close to $20 billion a year of total deal flow to capture deals and put capital to them. The scale we have created at Walker & Dunlop is driving incredible earnings and cash flow. So as you can see on the left here, we've got total revenues, net income, and adjusted EBITDA. The interesting thing about this slide to me is you can see the 3-year compound annual growth rate, the 5-year compound annual growth rate, and the 10-year compound annual growth rate on all 3 metrics. And all are truly unbelievable. But look at the revenue one growing in what is a pretty consistent upward trend. But what you see in net income and adjusted EBITDA is these sort of step changes that happen as we have gained scale in our business. We keep growing the left, and the other 2 should continue to accelerate. So where are we going? By 2020, we ought to have $1 billion in revenues. So for all practical purposes, it's doubling our revenues in the next 5 years. What's that going to look like? What's $1 billion in revenue? How do we get there? So the first is it'll be about $30 to $35 billion of annual originations. As I said, this year we'll get close to doing 20. So it's pretty significant growth on the core origination business. $8 to $10 billion of investment sales. We'll do over $2 billion of investment sales this year. We've had a fantastic year in the investment sales space. So building that business to $8 to $10 billion, we can get there by 2020. The next component is the servicing portfolio will be over $100 billion by then. No doubt. If you keep doing what we're doing on an origination standpoint, you'll have a servicing portfolio that's over $100 billion. And the final component that I just talked about is the asset management business. We will build an $8 to $10 billion asset management business. You execute on all 4 of those, you got well north of $1 billion in revenues. I think one of the things that makes W&D different is that we do like to have a lot of fun. And if you travel as much as I do, and you go across the country, and you meet with our clients and our employees across the country, it is evident that in every office I go to, people like what they're doing. They like being at W&D, they like the culture of the firm. And so I think one of the things that differentiates us is that sense of just having a lot of fun at what we do. When we meet with investors and talk about our business, what differentiates us is our people and our management. And many investors think that we just go and buy loans and we package loans and we sell loans off. And when they really understand how labor intensive and how important the human interaction is, they understand also how talented our management team is. This is a people business. Everybody knows it's a people business, and it's the relationships that we have with our customers and our customers coming to us every day with the trust and confidence that we will execute flawlessly on their financing. It was an incredible year. I want to, without anyone else doing it, congratulate all of you. And that picture we just took will capture everything that we did in 2016 as a collective team.